Right, so for this dish, we are going to do a crispy pork belly with soy caramel dressing. What we're going to do is roast off the pork belly, nice and crispy skin, marinated with a little bit of soy caramel at the bottom, lots of vinegar, salt on top. Then on the side note, we're going to have a very nice, simple side dishes. We're going to do lettuce cups that I'll show you how to make it, how we do it in the restaurants actually. We've got some fresh herbs, carrots that we're going to pickle with some baby cucumber as well. Will be nice pickles. So I'll add a little bit of chili in there as well, just for that little extra heat with the pickles. Got some rice noodles, adds a little bit of carbs in there as well. We've got some fresh salt, some sugar, and some white vinegar for the pickling liquid as well. Let's get into it. Today, right now, what I'm going to do is I sourced this pork belly from my local butcher just down the road, Bar Moo Oink at Findon Road. So they sponsored this video. So this pork belly, I'm going to prep it up now. It's very, very simple. Usually in the restaurant, what we do is we score the skin, lots of vinegar, lots of salt on top. We leave it in the fridge, fan forced in front of the fan where the fan rotates, so it air dries overnight before we cook it. But today, we've got a really good oven that's fan forced as well. We'll just finish it off straight in the oven. You will still see, I'll show you a trick how to get that crispy skin every time at home. First thing you do is you need a lot of scoring marks. So we try and get as many marks on the skin as possible. So the vinegar and the salt go right into it. So take a really sharp knife. So I'm using a boning knife. So it's a bit more flexible, very, very sharp tips. And you just go crisscross. And try and get it about 1,464 times. So there's no set number, as many times as possible. You go this way and then we're gonna go diagonal. And you will see very shortly when once it's cooked, what's the reason behind this. I learned this trick actually when I was traveling through Vietnam in Hanoi. I saw this street vendor working on the side around 4 a.m. in the morning, and he was going through about maybe 20 separate pork bellies, and he was faster than this though. He probably worked it out in like 10 minutes, all of them. All right, as you can see, if I fold this, you can see that crisscross mark on top there. This is what you're after. All right, we're done. As you can see, all this crisscross mark, the more, the better. What I want to do now is I will sprinkle lots of salt and lots of white vinegar. So any cheap vinegar you get, you don't have to buy the best quality vinegar for this. It's just the main process of the vinegar is to help the moisture on the skin to disappear. So what we're going to do is, this is just plain white vinegar. So one clean hand, one dirty hand. Lots of sea salt. Now this may look like it's too much salt. Trust me, it's not. We want to massage it in. If you are prepping it for a day before, you can actually do this as well. Like I said, in the restaurant, we do it one day ahead of time. But if you don't have time, this is the next best. Now, this is where the magic happens. Flip the pork. We will cut a little bit of insertions in here. This will help us portion this pork once it's cooked. I'm marinating this one with soy caramel. Make sure to shake your bottle to make sure that everything gets mixed in here. You don't need too much of this at this stage. What we'll do is we'll marinate this for a little bit with this, and then we're going to use it as a dipping sauce at the end as well. This is a very classic dish in Vietnam. What people do is we'll eat it with lots of fresh veggies and herbs. So marinate. Make sure it gets in the meat as well. This is one of those stages where you have to make sure do not dirty the skin side. Don't get any sauce on top of the skin side. The main reason is because we're going to cook it in a very, very high temperature oven, and it's going to start to burn if there's any kind of soy or caramel on top of the skin. So refrain from dirtying the skin. Just to keep everything nice and clean in the house and to avoid doing lots of dishes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a foil and a baking paper. This goes straight in here. Take a little bit of paper towel. Just clean the edges. And then we'll fold this in. Because we're going to be baking it around 250 degrees. That's very, very hot. You don't want the pork to be going burn on the side, the pork meats. You only want the skin to be going golden. And also, this will help keeping this tray nice and clean as well. When this is done, we're ready to put in the oven. I have preheated the oven at 250 degrees already. 250 degrees, fan forced. All right, first things first, we're gonna get the pickling liquid done. For this, we need about half a cup of vinegar, so half a cup of white sugar, 1 cup of water, then a pinch of salt. All we're going to do is just put it on the heat till the sugar dissolves, and then it's ready. While the pickling liquid's going, we'll get the carrots ready. I will keep these a little bit chunky because once we put the hot pickling liquid, it will make the carrots a little bit softer as well. All right, the pickling liquid's ready. Put it straight in while it's hot. Move it around to make sure that it's fully covered. We'll get the baby cucumbers ready now as well. And these again will just go in quarters. This is ready. Cucumber, pickle goes on. We'll let it set aside. It should be nice and ready in about 10-15 minutes time. These noodles are rice noodles. They don't need too long cooking time. Give it probably quick 2 minutes max. This noodle's been cooking for about 2 minutes. These are cold noodles, so we will be straining them now and washing them with cold water to get rid of all the excess starch as well. I have got chef's hands, so please don't touch it straight away. Don't try this at home. Alright, once the noodle's cold, let it rest for a little bit, just so all the excess liquid comes out of it. We'll get ready with the herbs. Alright, now that the pork belly is almost there, we'll start with the sides. So with this, we're going to do some lettuce cups. Very, very easy. I'll show you a trick what we do at the restaurants. Lettuce cup down. That's it, cool out. What you do now, put it under running water. This helps the lettuce cups to separate very, very easy. still going. There you go. So, oops. We'll take the lettuce out, 1 cup at a time.
Where's the lettuce from?
The lettuce was purchased from Tony and Mark's at Brickwork Store. They've got 8 more beautiful shops all around Adelaide. They've got the 9th one coming to Port Adelaide near my house actually, which I'm really looking forward to. Now we've got all the cups we need. This one we can save it for some salads. We get ready to plate up with our favorite herbs. Grab some coriander. These herbs already been washed and cleaned, so all I'm doing is just grabbing it. Some nice fresh basil. This is our leftover sauce that we did. We'll use it as our dipping sauce as well for drizzling the pork. So one part, get some pickles. These pickles are awesome right now. I just wanted to say the main reason I use the hot pickling liquid was because obviously the whole idea of this channel is to make dinner as fast as possible at your own house. So if you're not in a rush, you can always make these pickles a day or 2 before and they will be as good as this one. We'll just put a little slice of lemon and lime. All we have to do now is sip a glass of wine, wait for the pork, which is about 10 minutes away. Alright, so it's been about 55 minutes. Pork is looking really, really good now. We'll get rid of this excess fat from the top. Now, as you can see, it is crispy, but I think I can do better. So, we're gonna change the setting to a grill setting only now. We're gonna move the pork slightly closer to the grill, and every 30 seconds we just have to keep an eye on it. And we're gonna change the temperature to about back to 250 degrees just to crisp up the skin. Let's do this. Look at that. This is what you're after. What we're gonna do now is let it rest for probably 5 minutes and we're ready to eat. Perfect. It's been about 5 minutes. It's been resting. Come a little bit closer. I'll show you the goodness. So, as you can see, when we first took it out of the oven, there was way more liquid than this. Most of the liquids had gone back to the meat now, so the meat's nice and juicy. And remember when I first started the video, I said I will tell you later about the reason for the salt. One of the other main reason of the salt that's up there is to protect the skin from burning. So all these that you see over here, it's burnt a little bit. It's super easy. That's just burnt salt. You can just scrape it off straight away. And that's why I said do not be scared of the amount of salt that goes in there, because you can always scrape it off. That's just a fail-safe in case you forget to take a look at the oven in time. Hear that? And we're ready to cut into it. Now what we're going to do is just lift the pork up. Remember how I made little slits over here? That's the reason, so make it easy to cut through. Get a little bread knife, go through. The end bits are always for the chefs. Now, take a look at that. That is delicious. What we do now is go to the length you want it. Another trick is I'm using a bread knife. It makes life easier cutting through this nice crispy skin. Or the other way is just go the opposite side. And then when you hit the skin, that soy caramel smells so beautiful in here. Now, if you don't have all these ingredients at home, you've only got a pork belly, you can use this pork belly in many different ways. You can either have it with your steamed rice just on top, a little bit of soy caramel on top, ready to go straight away, or you could have it with bao buns as well. Now all the hard parts done, it's time to enjoy. Let me show you how to eat this beautiful dish that this is inspired from a Vietnamese cooking style. So lettuce cup up here. You can use a chopstick. Get some rice noodles in. Rice noodles. We get some pickles. The nicest piece of pork belly I can get. There we go. Soy caramel, drizzle on top. Then now, get all whatever herbs you like. I like my coriander and basil, so you can mix and match. And then one more thing you can do is add some nuts to it or any flavor as well you want. This is ready. A little bit more chili magic sauce, I guess. And it's done. Now make it into a wrap. Bottom part holes, like that. It's meant to be eaten with your hands. Enjoy.